determine means to define the number or nature of a noun. The term determine means to define the number or nature of a noun. We already know a class of words that talk about the nature of a noun. What are they? The class of the words which talk about the nature of a noun, what are they?
Sir, adjective?
Yes, very good. So they are adjectives. So adjective is also a kind of determiner. Similarly, we have another determiner called as articles. Articles are also called as mini determiners. Write down. Articles are also known as mini determiners. Why mini determiners? There are only 3 words in adjective family. These are all. And the 3 words are a, an, and the. That's it. And they are responsible to do something, to determine something. So what do they do? Can anyone tell me what is the work of an article? What is an article?
Sir,
Articles a type of determiners.
What is the difference between adjective and a determiner? An article. What's the difference? There must be some.
So may
Say.
Sir. So an adjective describes a noun or pronoun, whereas the article defines the number of a noun or pronoun.
Is it about only number?
No, sir, it may be anything.
So write down, an article is a determiner. An article is a determiner that defines singularity or specificity. Singularity or specificity of a noun or a group of nouns. It defines singularity or specificity of a noun or a group of nouns. For example, when I say a chair, an apple, I am talking about one chair and one apple. But when I say the chairs, it is about many. But it is talking about one particular group of chairs, which I have already mentioned. Are you clear? Does everybody understand?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So remember, nouns must be accompanied with an article. This is chair, wrong. Sita sang song. It's a wrong, incorrect statement. Similarly, this is umbrella, incorrect. You must put a noun article there. So this is an umbrella. Sita sang a song. Clear? A and an, these two are called indefinite article. Why are they called indefinite article? Can anyone answer? Why are they called indefinite article? Can anyone answer?
Sir, because they define the singularity.
No, they define singularity for sure, but they do not specifically talk about which noun. For example, when I say I ate an apple, are you getting to know what is the nature of the apple? Which apple I'm talking about? Are you getting to know?
No, sir.
No. But suppose I say, my father gave me an apple and I ate the apple. Now are you able to understand which apple I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
Which apple?
So the apple that my father gave me.
That your father.
So that means the defines, makes it specific. Got it? So what is an indefinite article? Indefinite article talks about singularity, but does not definitely decide which one. doesn't definitely decide which one. Clear? So I have a purse. It tells that you have got one purse, but it doesn't talk about which purse. And you already know that when the letters vowels A, E, I, O, U come in the front of the word, generally, I repeat, generally it demands an, correct? But actually, the rule is that you need to look at the sound created in the beginning. For example, in the word umbrella, the letter U produces which sound?
Oh.
And in the word union, the letter U produces
Yes.
sound.
Yes, sound.
But the pronunciation is like Y.
It pronounced like Y. Now, in international English, Y is a consonant. And in international English, obviously the sound represented by this phonetic symbol, is a vowel. But in American English, Y is also a vowel. Anyway, we will not get into American English right now. But since the letter pronounced like Y here, we will use a union, a university, right? Similarly, here, if you see 1 I, 1 rupee, here, if you say 1, the sound is like v, which is a consonant sound. So we say a 1 rupee note, a U. But in case of honest, even though there is H in the word, it remains silent. So we say honest. So we say an honest man. I hope everybody understands. Do you all?
Yes, sir.
So whenever we use
So, sir, the words that are silent, before that we have to use an.
no. If there is, the sound is of a vowel sound. Do you know the vowel sounds in English? They sound like Indian vowel sounds, most of them, right?
Yes.
So if even if there is a consonant, like in case of honest, although we have H, do we say honest? Do you pronounce it like that?
No, sir.
We say honest. So H remains silent. So you make it like an honest man. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Good. So time to move further. Since we have understood this much, there are some cases where in the word, in the beginning, you will have a consonant letter, but the words will begin with all these consonant letters: M, F, N, X, S, L, H. Carefully observe the pronunciation. You say M. You say F. Yes or no? So what is the first sound? Is it a vowel or a consonant?
It's a vowel.
So F-I-R. So you say an F-I-R, an MLA, an NCC officer, an SDO, an X-ray machine, an LLB. I hope all of you are able to understand. Similarly, in the case of hour, air, air, ER, right? Honest. We keep H silent, so we use an here. Everybody understands?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So it depends upon how you pronounce things. So there is an exercise here for revision. An FO, an MA, an MSc, just go through it once at your leisure. This PDF document is already supplied to you. Now let us learn about the specific use of A or an. We know if the consonant is the beginning of the sound of the noun, then we use like a car, a girl, a dancer. Now, but We know. What about a proper noun? Do we say A Ramesh or A Rohan? Do you say?
No, sir.
Why not? Why don't you use a before a proper noun? Rohan, can you say? Because your name is written.
Sir, because if even if it would have given a vowel sound, because it is a name, we do not write an.
The name, why don't we write A before it or an before it? Lovely?
Because
Because
it
it is
is
about a specific person.
Hmm?
Said because it is about a specific person which we know.
Yeah. So when we talk about a name with a proper noun, already we are talking about one specific person. Clear? There may be two Lalita in your class. But when you talk about Lalita, you are talking about one specific Lalita. For example, I met Lalita today. Your friend, if he knows both the Lalita, then only she'll be confused. She will ask, which Lalita? So you will say, I met Lalita from college today. Take it. Just a moment, please. Give it here. Is it there?
Sir,
So I met Lalita from class 9. I met the Lalita from class 9. Should we say like the Lalita or Lalita from class 9? Tell me.
Sir Lalita.
Never ever use the. Clear? But here you mark, we are using a Manish, a Suresh. When do you use this? Can anyone answer?
There are many students.
Huh?
So that means there are many
No,
students
not
and
like that. Here we are talking about, for example, you come across a book, like you came across a new book, and then you see what it is written by Dinesh. It is written by Dinesh. लेकिन तुम उस दिनेश को नहीं जानते. Right? So you say, this book is written by a Dinesh. By a Dinesh. मतलब दिनेश नाम का कोई है, लेकिन मैं उसे जानता नहीं. You can also use like, this book is written by someone named Dinesh. Someone named Dinesh. But I have seen people making error. They say, this book is written by some Dinesh. Do you think it is correct English?
No,
no,
sir.
sir.
Because some marks plurality and you cannot say some Dinesh. All right. So this rule is clear. So can anyone tell me then, when to use a before a proper noun?
So when we don't know when we don't know anyone or any specific thing, we use A to means.
You know a proper noun, but you don't know who is he. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Say once more. Say
Sir,
once more.
So A is used before a proper noun when we know the proper noun but don't know who is he or she.
Correct. I hope you understand, right? So like for example, if somebody tells you कि तुम्हारे क्लास में कोई श्रेयस आया है जो बहुत ही नटखट है, like, so you say, there is a Shreyas in your class who's very naughty. Shreyas, I don't know who is he, but yes, I'll try to know. Like this, okay? Next comes exclamatory. In exclamatory sentences, before adjective, we use a. For example, what a building, what a grand building, what a pretty girl. So a pretty girl. So I hope you can make some exclamatory phrases like that. What a tasty jalebi. What a large rasagola. So hearing, you may have watery mouth. Who knows if you love. So think of, make some phrases. Rajkumar will say, what a naughty younger brother. Yeah, make a sentence.
What a beautiful woman.
What a beautiful woman. What a pleasant surprise. Yeah, then
What a huge house.
what a huge house. Then,
What a tall building.
So,
all right, then,
Juicy orange.
okay. So like this, we use,
What a wide
okay, thank you. Sometimes we use unit, and the unit is expressed with a. She can run 12 kilometers an hour. एक घंटे में वो 12 किलोमीटर दौड़ सकती है. Rice sells 50 rupees a kilo. एक किलो में एक किलो मतलब 50 रुपए में एक किलो राइस मिलता है. I earn 20,000 rupees a month. The train runs 70 kilometers an hour. I hope you understand all of you. So these are units actually. So can you make some more? Talking about a unit. Rohan Swine.
An average athlete runs 30 kilometers an hour.
An average athlete runs 30 kilometers an hour.
My monthly salary is 400 rupees.
I earn 200 rupees a month as my pocket money. What do you do with that? Do you only spend or do you save and buy shares?
Sir, I don't have pocket money.
Okay, no problem. Do you have purse money, wallet money?
No, sir.
No money. Okay. Next. I'm waiting for sentences. Come on. Talk
The
about
co- The cost of an average pen is 20 rupees.
20 rupees a pen. 20 rupees a pen. Okay, thank you. Similarly, when we talk about the place values or places, 100, 1,000, a million, a dozen, a couple, right? You may give 100 reasons. You may give 100 reasons, but I am not going to accept. Make a sentence, Satyajit. 100,
Elon
1,000.
Musk, Elon Musk has $100 million.
He almost has $100 million. Next.
My brother has to eat.
The village headman owns 1,000 acres of this land.
A village had 1,000 acres of land.
so my father bought a dozen of bananas.
Correct. Now,
I have brought a dozen bananas.
you have brought a dozen of bananas. Bananas. Sanvi,
I have a couple of pens.
you have a couple of pens. Now, before a fraction, when it is a part of a mixed fraction, like we say 3.5, 3.25, 2.25. Clear? So 3.5 kilo, 3.5 kilo rice, 2.25 meter of cloth. Here, can you use a mixed fraction like this and say a phrase?
I need 2.5 meter of cloth to finish my project.
Okay, I need to have 2.5 meter. Don't say 2.5, 2.5, 2.33, 2.25, right? Many people don't say that they just simply drop it. Anyone else?
So he brought 1.5 kilo of tomatoes.
Correct. He bought 1.5 kilo of tomatoes.
So my mother asked me to buy 2.5 kilo of meat.
Very good.
I always drink 1.5 liter of water while waking up in the morning.
Correct. So remember, when you are using units like this, do not make the unit plural. Clear? But if it is a whole number, we make it plural. I need 3 liters of water. 3 liters of water. But I need 2.5 liter of water. Be cautious with your use. Got it? So when you have whole numbers, you use S. Rajkumar, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
But when you don't have whole numbers, we don't use S. All right. Then comes profession. Already we know. Before positions, professions we use. She is a nurse. She's a teacher. She's a dentist. Mr. Sharma is an engineer, an architect, like that. Now, sometimes we use a proper noun to talk about a quality. Mo bhai na say gutta Hitler. What do you mean by that?
Hitler बड़े गुण थे.
Hitler बढ़िया गुण थी वो खाली डिक्टेट करते हो झाड़ू थे वो अन्य मन को ठीक है so we say
Sir, is it- sir, he has the manners of Hitler, but not Hitler.
yeah, he has the behavior, attitude like Hitler, but he is not a Hitler. So we say he's a despot. So he is a Hitler, right? He's a Gandhi. He's a second Dara Singh. Clear? He's the second Sachin. Can you make a sentence like that?
So he is Solomon.
He's a Solomon. Who's Solomon?
Sir, the
Solomon
wise king.
was a wise.
Solomon was a great man.
He was wise king, glorified king. Anyway, so can you think of?
He's the next Sherlock Holmes.
He's what?
He's the next Sherlock Holmes.
Right. He's the next Sherlock Holmes. You have got a friend who always has a magnifying glass in his pocket. So you say, oh, he's the next Sherlock Holmes, right? Yeah. Then
He is the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj in our
he's a Chhatrapati Shivaji. He's a Shivaji Maharaj in our house. Why? When you say that, I just want to know. Curious. Why do you want to blame this? Put the label on somebody's head that he's Chhatrapati Shivaji. What does he do? He always say Jai Maharashtra. Why would you say that? He comes with a turban, or he comes on a horse to your college, to your school. Ari, tell me, why are you labeling Chhatrapati Shivaji? Rajkumar, I want to know the logic.
So he may
he
be
is
always
like
fighting.
he is like a brave lion.
He's like a brave lion. He fights with everybody like that. Or he fights only with Muslim students of your school. Anyway, so, but you understood the rule, that's okay. Similarly, when we talk about a singular countable noun that represents a class, for example, a dog is an animal, a peacock is a bird, right? Can we say a dog is a dog? Think of it. Can we use like this? A dog is a dog always?
Yes, sir.
Is this sentence correct? If it is, then what's the meaning?
I think it is correct.
Why it is correct? And what does it mean?
So it means that a dog will always remain as a dog.
That means first dog is about the dog and the second dog is about the quality of being a dog. Just like you use Hitler. Clear? A dog is a dog and a cow is a cow. Right? A lion is a lion and a sheep is a sheep.
Bruno is a dog.
Bruno is a dog is different. Bruno here is a
Dog.
proper name, proper noun. So I hope you understand the way we are using Hitler, the proper noun to refer the quality. Similarly, we can use the name of a common noun to refer the quality. Gold is gold and silver is silver. You can't sell me silver and ask me the price of gold. Sona, sona hota hai.
Compare something with others.
Doesn't matter. You talk about the quality of the gold. Clear? Does everybody understand this rule?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, when we use the verb as a noun, then we use a. I go for a walk every morning. I go for a ride every morning. I went for a long talk with him. You need to have a rest. You need to have a rest. या फिर बोलो, you need to take rest. Clear? So can you think of, I want this from your side. Try to use a verb as a noun, put a before it. मैंने तुम्हारे सामने अपनी कॉपी रखी है, एक बार मैंने रखा है, आप एक झलक तो देख लो.
Sir, you need to go take a hike.
Correct. You need to go and take a hike. Anything else? I have kept a copy before you. Just have a look. Lovely, make one. Devachana, make one. Sanvi, make one. You're only watching. Making sentences helps English. Hurry up.
She goes for a drive every morning.
Correct. Can you think of something else? अगर आप किसी आइडिया के ऊपर विश्वास करते हो, तुम्हें उसके लिए खड़ा रहना पड़ेगा. If you believe in any idea, if you believe in any idea, you need to take a stand for it. You need to take a stand for it. Everybody understood this rule?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
There's sometimes we use many rather quite a. Example, many a woman, remember woman, many a woman would welcome such a chance. मतलब बहुत सारे लड़कियां ऐसे रहेंगे जो कि ये चांस को, इस तरह के चांस को वेलकम करेंगे. It is rather a pity, I say. ये दुख की विषय है. It was a foolish argument. It was rather a foolish argument. It was such an impossible task. It was quite an impossible task. So quite a, rather a, such a, many a. Make a sentence.
Many a men.
Depends on the next noun. Many a man. Many a man.
Many a man likes sports.
Correct. Many a man likes sports. Like or likes?
Likes.
Next.
It was quite disappointing to see our home team lose.
Quite a बिठाओ. Quite के बाद a. Quite a disappointing what?
It was quite a disappointment seeing our home team lose.
No. You are not using a noun there. You have to use a noun after it. It was quite a disappointing excuse, right?
Yes, sir.
It was quite a disappointing excuse, which I would rather not expect from you. Okay.
So it was quite interesting discussion.
Correct. It was quite an interesting discussion.
He's quite an angry man.
He's quite an angry man. Correct.
She is quite a nice girl.
She is quite a nice girl. I hope you understand this rule. Next goes to 11.
It's quite a strict rule.
It's quite a strict rule. What is that rule? Anything could be. Yeah. So do you have any strict rule in your school?
Yes, sir.
What is a strict rule in your school?
Sir, to share your ideas with your friends, to throw garbage, that will throw.
So if you throw garbage, litter garbage here and there, what's the punishment?
The class के बाहर खड़ा करना देना.
Very good. So that means you get a break. So if you litter on the floor and you haven't done your homework, you litter on the floor, the teacher will tell you go and stand out of the room. So
Yes,
they're not going to punish you, right? Or do you get extra punishment for that also? Since he's going to go out and ask you for the copy. Hey, show me your copy. Do they do that?
No, sir.
No, right? Okay. Now I'm not giving you this idea to bunk. I'm telling you, just I wanted to know what is the punishment. Chalo, anyway. Next, sometimes we use so as to, how, quite. But they are used before the adjective. In the previous one, we learned quite an impossible task, but this time, too heavy a parcel. Right? How beautiful a girl. So look at the sentence. It is too heavy a parcel for me to carry. She is as beautiful a girl as you are ever likely to meet. Ram is not so big a fool as you think. How serious a crime had been committed was not realized by him. So this is also another use. Can you make a sentence, lovely Lona? तुम यहाँ पे हो ना?
So may I?
Yes, speak. She's not responding. Love, she's not there. Yeah, go.
He is as strong as an ox.
That's not the structure. She is as strong an ox. Clear? As. Mark the careful use. इसका मतलब भी है तुम जिस तरह की सुंदर लड़की से मिलना चाहोगे उस तरह की वो सुंदर लड़की है. ठीक है? इसका मतलब वही है. राम इज नॉट सो बिग अ फूल एज यू थिंक. तू राम को जितना बड़ा मूर्ख समझता है राम उतना बड़ा नहीं है बेटा. दिस इज व्हाट. क्लियर? क्योंकि उनने रावण को मारा. सो think of sentences. This is not that big a house that I expected. Not that big a house which I expected. Can you think more? I'm just giving you an idea.
He's not that intelligent
He's not that intelligent a boy, that intelligent a student that I thought. Clear? So these are 11 rules that we learned about the use of a or an. We will discuss tomorrow again in the class. Till then, have a good time. Tara.
Thank you, sir. Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye.
Thank you, sir. Goodbye, sir.
Pleasure. Goodbye all.
So homework?
No homework. Revise.